So we're gonna read Numbers. So I'm gonna try to read it out of my FFI Bible. Sometimes a word is harding for me to read it pronounced. So we're in Numbers 8. So it says, the 7 lamps. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and say to him, when you set up in light lamps, the 7 lamps will shine in front of the lampstand. And Aaron did so. He set up the lamps at the front of the lampstand, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. Now this was the workmanship of the lampstand, hammered work of gold from its base to its flowers. It was hammered work according to the pattern which the Lord had shown Moses, so he made the lampstand. Cleansing the Levites. Again the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take the Levites from among the sons of Israel and cleanse them. This is what you shall do to them. To ceremonially cleanse them. Sprinkle the water of purification on them, and let them use a razor over their whole body, and wash their clothes, and they will be clean. Then let them take a young bull and its grain offering, of fine flour mixed with oil, and you shall take an other young bull as a sin offering. You shall present the Levites before the tent of meeting tabernacle, and you shall also assemble the whole congregation of the children of Israel, and present the Levites before the Lord, and the Israelites shall lay their hands on the Levites. Aaron shall present the Levites before the Lord as a wave offering from the Israelites, so that they may perform the service of the Lord. Then the Levites shall lay their hands on the heads of the bulls, and you are to offer the one as a sin offering, and the other as a burnt offering to the Lord, to make an atonement for the Levites. You shall have the Levites stand before Aaron and his sons, and present them as a wave offering to the Lord. Thus you shall separate the Levites from among the Israelites, and the Levites shall be mine in a very special sense. Then after that the Levites may go into to serve the tent of meeting tabernacle, but you shall cleanse them first, and present them as a wave offering, for they are wholly given to me from among the Israelites. I have taken them for myself instead of all who are born first. the firstborn of all the Israelites. For all the firstborn among the Israelites are mine among the men and among the animals, on the day that I struck down every firstborn in the land of Egypt. I sanctified and set the Israelites apart for myself. And I have taken the Levites instead of every firstborn among the Israelites. I have given the Levites as a gift to Aaron and to his sons from among the Israelites to perform the service of the Israelites at the tent of meeting, tabernacle, and to make an atonement for them so that there would be no plague among the Israelites if they should approach the sanctuary. Thus Moses and Aaron and all the congregation of the children of Israel did these things to the Levites in accordance with all that the Lord had commanded Moses concerning the Levites. So the Israelites did to them. The Levites to purify themselves from sin, and they washed their clothes, and Aaron presented them as a wave offering before the Lord, and Aaron made an atonement for them to cleanse them. Then after that the Levites went in to perform their service in the tent of meeting before Aaron and his sons, just as the Lord had commanded Moses concerning the Levites, so they did to them. Retirement. Now the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, this is what applies to the Levites from 25 years old and upward. They shall enter to perform service in the work of the tent of meeting. But at the age of 50 years, they shall retire from the service of the tabernacle. Work and service no longer. They may assist their brothers in the tent of meeting to keep an obligation, but they shall do no heavy or difficult work. Thus you shall deal with the Levites concerning their obligations. Passover 9. Chapter 9, Passover. So the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the first month of the second year after they had come out of the land of Egypt, saying, the sons of Israel are to keep the Passover at its appointed time. On the 14th day of this month at twilight you shall keep it at its appointed time. According to all its statutes and the ordinances you shall keep it. So Moses told the Israelites to observe the Passover. They observed the Passover on the 14th day of the first month at twilight in the wilderness of Sinai in accordance with all that the Lord had commanded Moses, so the Israelites did. But there were certain men who were ceremonially unclean because of touching the dead body of a man, so they could not observe the Passover on that day. So they came before Moses and Aaron that same day. Those men said to Moses, we are ceremonially unclean because of touching a dead body. Why are we being restrained from presenting the Lord's offering at its appointed time among the Israelites? Therefore Moses said to them, wait an hour, listen to what the Lord will command concerning you. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, say to the Israelites, if any one of you or your descendants become ceremonially unclean because of touching a dead body or is on a distant journey, he may, however, observe the Passover to the Lord. On the 14th day of the second month, 30 days later, at twilight, they shall observe it. They shall eat it with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. They shall leave none of it until morning, nor break any of its bones in accordance with all the statutes of the Passover. They shall observe it. John 19, verse 36. And these things happen in fulfillment of the scriptures that say, not one of his bones will be broken, and they will look on the one they pierced of Jesus, because he feared the Jewish leaders, as Pilate permission to take down Jesus' body. But the man who is ceremonially clean and is not on a journey, and yet does not observe the Passover, that person shall be cut off from among his people, including him from the atonement made for them, because he did not bring the Lord's offering at its appointed time, that a man will bear the penalty of his sin. If a stranger lives among you as a resident alien, and observes the Passover to the Lord in accordance with its statutes and its ordinances, so shall he do. You shall have one statute both for the resident alien and for the native of the land. Tonight. The cloud of the tabernacle. Now, on the day that the tabernacle was erected, the cloud of God's presence covered the tabernacle, that is the tent of the testimony. And in the evening it was over the tabernacle, appearing like a pillar of fire until the morning. Exodus 13:21. The Lord went ahead of them. He guided them during the day with a pillar of cloud, and he provided light at night with a pillar of fire. This allowed them to travel by day or by night. And the Lord did not remove the pillar of cloud or a pillar of fire from its place in front of the people. Exodus 13, verse 22. Exodus 13, verse 21, So it was continuously the cloud covered it by day, and the appearance of fire by night. Whenever the cloud was lifted from over the tabernacle, afterward the Israelites would set out in the place where the cloud stopped. There the Israelites would camp. At the Lord's command, the Israelites would journey on, and at his command they would camp. As long as the cloud remained over the tabernacle, they remained camped. Even when the cloud lingered over the tabernacle for many days, the Israelites would keep their obligation to the Lord and not set out. Sometimes the cloud remained only a few days over the tabernacle. In accordance with the command of the Lord, they remained camped. Then at his command they set out. If sometimes the cloud remained over the tabernacle from evening only until morning, when the cloud was lifted in the morning, they would journey on, whether in the daytime or at night. Whenever the cloud was lifted, they would set out. whether it was 2 days or a month or a year, that the cloud of the Lord's presence lingered over the tabernacle, stayed above it. The Israelites remained camped and did not set out, but when it was lifted, they set out. At the command of the Lord, they camped in. At the command of the Lord, they journeyed on. They kept their obligation to the Lord in accordance with the command of the Lord through Moses. So, Numbers 10. And then the Lord spoke further to Moses, saying, Make 2 trumpets of silver. You shall make them of amber work. You shall use them to summon the congregation and to help the camps move out. When both are blown, all the congregation, that is, all adults, shall gather before you at the doorway of the tent of meeting tabernacle. However, if a single trumpet is blown, then the leaders, heads of the tribes of Israel, shall gather themselves to you. When you blow an alarm, the camps on the east side of the tabernacle shall set out. When you blow on an alarm the second time, then the camps on the south side of the tabernacle shall set out. They shall blow an alarm whenever they are moved out. They are to move out on their journeys. When the assembly is to be gathered, you shall blow the trumpets in short, sharp tones, but without sounding an alarm. The sons of Aaron the priest shall blow the trumpets, and the trumpet shall be for a perpetual statute throughout your generations. When you go to war in your land against the enemy that attacks you, then sound an alarm with the trumpet, so that you may be remembered before the Lord your God, and you shall be saved from your enemies. Also in the day of rejoicing in your appointed feasts, and at the beginnings of your months, you shall sound the trumpets over your burnt offerings and over the sacrifice of your peace offerings. And there shall be as a reminder of you before your God. I am the Lord your God. The tribes of Levi, the tribes leave Sinai. So on the 12th day of the second month in the second year since leaving Egypt, the cloud of the Lord's presence was lifted from over the tabernacle of the testimony. And the Israelites set out on their journey from the wilderness of Sinai, and the cloud of the Lord guiding presence settled down in the wilderness of Paran. So they moved out for the first time in accordance with the command of the Lord through Moses. The standard of the camp of the sons of Judah according to their armies moved out first. Nahshon, the son of Amminadab was commander over its army, and Nethanel, the son of Zur, was commander over the tribal army of the sons of Ishar, and Eliab, the son of Helion, was commander over the tribal army of the sons of Zebulun. Then the tabernacle was taken down, and the sons of Gershon and the sons of Merari were carrying the tabernacle moved out. Next, the standard of the camp of the sons of Reuben, according to their armies, moved out of Eliezer, the son of Shedeur, commander over its army. And Shamar, the son of Zariah, was commander over the tribal army of the sons of Simeon. And Elisaph, the sons of Deir, commander over the tribe of the sons of Gad. Then the Kohathites moved out, carrying the holy things, and the tabernacles was set up before they arrived. Next, the standard of the camp of the sons of Ephraim moved out, according to their armies, with Elishama, the son of Emiah, commander over its army. And Gamliel, the son of Pazidor, was commander over the tribal army of the sons of Messiah. And Abian, the son of Gideon, was commander over the tribal army of sons of Benjamin. Then the standard of the camp of the sons of Dan, according to their armies, which formed the rear guard for all the camps, moved out with Ahiezer, the son of Amshali, commander over its army. I don't know how to say these weird names. And Paglias, son of Erkian, the son commander over the tribe army of the sons of Ishar. You see, I don't know how to say the words. And Ahira, the son of Enian, was commander over tribal army of the son of Naphtali. This was the order of march of the sons of Israel by their armies of as they moved out. This was the order of the march of the sons of Israel by their armies as they moved out. This was the order of march of the sons of Israel by their armies as they moved out. I don't know. Then Moses said to Hobab, the son of Reuel, the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law, "We are going to the place of which the Lord said, I will give it to you. Come with us, and we will be good to you, for the Lord has promised good things concerning Israel." But Hobab, Moses' brother-in-law, said to him, "I will not go. I will return to my own land and to my family." Then Moses says, "Please do not leave us, for you know how we are to camp in the wilderness, and you are served as eyes for us, as we make our trek through the desert. So if you will go with us, it shall be that whatever good the Lord does for us, we will do the same for you." Psalm 68 says, "Rise up, O God, and scatter your enemies. Let those who hate God run for their lives. Blow them away like smoke. Melt them like wax in a fire. Let the wicked perish in the presence of God, but let the godly rejoice, and let them be glad in God's presence. Let them be filled with joy and sing praises to God and to his name, and sing loud praises to him who rides the clouds. His name is the Lord. Rejoice in his presence." And when the ark rested, Moses said, "Return, O Lord, to my myriad many thousands of Israel." Numbers chapter 11, where the people complained. Now the people became like those who complain and whine about their hardships, and the Lord heard it. And when the Lord heard it, his anger was kindled, and the fire of the Lord burned among them, and devoured those in the outlying parts of the camp. So the people cried out to Moses And when Moses prayed to the Lord, the fire died out. He named that place Tabernacle, the place of burning, because the fire of the Lord burned among them. The rabble among them who followed Israel from Egypt had greedy desires for familiar and delicious food. And the Israelites wept again and said, "Who would give us meat to eat? We remember the fish we ate freely and without cost in Egypt, the cucumbers, melons, leeks, onions, to be seen. But this manna, the manna was like coriander